So I was just reading through my emails and I got a question from Melanie, and she asks about acid fruit. And I've covered this topic a little bit in previous videos, but I thought I'll just make a quick video about it because I'm sure there's a lot of people out there wondering about the same thing. She says that she's read that eating acid fruits like oranges cause an extreme acidification of the system, almost the same as meat. And she wonders, maybe we shouldn't eat acid fruit on a fruit diet, and if it's healthy at all. And she noticed that I rarely eat it, and I mostly eat bananas and other sweet fruits. And she was wondering if I could comment on it. As far as I know, the way the body works in terms of food and pH and acidity, acid-forming foods are those that contain an excess of acid minerals, like phosphorus, for example. Whereas alkaline causing foods or whatever are foods that contain an excess of alkaline minerals like calcium, for example, magnesium. And it so happens that all fruits, almost, are, even the acid ones, even oranges, are on the alkaline side of things. So even though an orange is an acid fruit, it actually still contains more alkaline minerals than acid minerals, because it's in after digestion. Once you've digested and the body has gotten all the nutrients out of it, it's gotten all the acid minerals and all the alkaline minerals. And if there's more alkaline minerals than acid minerals, then it's alkaline forming, base forming, whatever. I made another video about this topic, I can link to it here. So basically, no, oranges are not acid forming in the same way that meat is, as far as I know. As far as chemistry goes. In terms of should we be eating it though, on a raw vegan diet, on a fruit-based diet, should we be eating acid fruit? I'd say that if the fruit is fully ripe, then it should almost not be acid at all, even oranges. I've had some oranges, like mandarin oranges in Thailand and also in Cairns, Australia, that were delicious, not very acid at all. And those are fine. The problem is that most acid fruits around the world, most oranges you find anywhere around the world, are just picked too early, and they're too acid and are not sweet enough, which will erode your teeth, and it will sort of cause a little bit of digestive distress, I've found, and it sort of burns your mouth and your lips, and it's just very uncomfortable. And it's not satisfying either, because usually the acidity goes together with lack of sweetness, which means it's not calorically satisfying. So for this reason, I recommend people really avoid acid fruits unless they're really able to find super high quality ripe fruits. It's better, it's more reliable to stick to the sweeter fruits like bananas, dates, but not full meal of dates though. Bananas are better. Mangoes, cherimoyas, jackfruit, and lots of other fruits as well. But of course, just remember that if it's acid in the mouth, if it's sour, don't eat it. It should be delicious and appetizing and easy to eat in its natural state. If it's not, then it's not really human food. Also, whether or not acid fruits like oranges, citrus fruits, are actually an optimal fruit for humans, I don't know. Because even in the perfectly ripe state, I've found personally, in my own experience, that I still don't sort of find it as satisfying and enjoyable as I find mangoes or bananas or a little bit more creamy, denser fruits. I just find citrus to be a little bit on the, I don't know, not as dense, I guess, which doesn't satisfy me as well. That might just be me though, or it might be possibly because it's not an ideal fruit for the human species. I don't know. So in the end, it's really up to you. You don't have to worry about acid fruits acidifying your system, but you should worry about eating fruits that are sour or acid when you eat them. Even the oranges should be quite sweet and almost not sour at all when they're fully ripe. So be a little bit critical to the citrus and the acid fruit in general, and then focus more on the sweet fruits. But if you can find good oranges, no problem. Alright, that's it. I hope that answers your question, Melanie. Of course, to all other people out there, you can always send in a question. I don't always get to answer all the comments. I don't always get to answer all the emails. I don't always get to make these videos either, mostly because I work on inspiration rather than schedule. So I have lots of questions, people asking questions, and I have to sort of put it into my schedule to answer them, and it's not always easy to make that happen. Whereas right now I just read that email and I just got inspired about the topic. So forgive me if I can't always get back to your questions. Of course, you can sign up on patreon.com, where we have basically a sort of insiders club, which is I'll be more able to sort of get to each of your questions there, and we do a monthly Q&A video there, as well as a live hangout every month for all the patrons. So you can go over there, the link is in the description, go and check that out. Otherwise, keep sending emails if you have a question, and of course commenting, and we always appreciate the feedback, even though we're not always able to get back to you. Alrighty, see you around.